why should a retailer want payment in Tube as opposed to Litecoin or Digibyte or Electronium or Bitcoin? Why Tube? Want to get more Bitcoin? Well, one way to get more Bitcoin is by mining, and you can mine with elevategroup.io. They're in Irkut, so they have really cheap electricity. You can buy the miners online, and these are the miners that are currently available at the time of recording. You can track their progress, see what they're doing. Your miners are doing through the Awesome Miner dashboard, and that way everything is transparent. They publish the profits and the costs and everything publicly on the Telegram group. I do invite you to go check it out, join the Telegram group, and this might be something that you want to take up.
The point is how fast Tube is hopefully spreading. So we are giving the coins out, and we are just in the last month we gained 15k users, and the product is only 3 months old. And we expect until the end of the year to have 1 million users, and this will exponentially grow. So we are going for many, many millions of users. And when this is adapted currency with airtime together, we expect that the people are the normies are using it. I give you just an example. Mm-hmm. We have community members, and even my own mother is using right now the extension. She doesn't need to deal with other cryptocurrency, how to generate a wallet, how to save my stuff, how to do this, how to go to an exchange. All that stuff is good for millions of crypto enthusiasts, but not good enough for a normie. Yeah. That's what Tube tries to solve. You go there and you just go to your Chrome web store and you click install, you register yourself, and you have immediately access to your wallet. You can buy it, you can sell it, you can convert your tubes to your bank account directly. You doesn't need such a high knowledge about how everything works.
Okay, so it's very, very simple to use, and that's what's needed. That is what is needed right now. You said something. I'm not going to let you just say it in passing and it gets passed. I can convert my Tube to fiat and get paid into my bank account?
Yes. In your extension, you have under options, you have an option, convert my tubes, and you can click it, you can verify your bank account, and you can say this amount I want to convert to fiat, and we send it over to you directly to your bank account.
Okay, I'm very attractive by that, because one of the problems that there is the transition, the transacting between the world of fiat and the world of crypto. It's not easy, it's expensive, and there are many steps, right? So okay, this is very interesting now, because I can earn Tube for free, and then convert it to fiat. Gets paid into my bank account.
Yes.
And all I'm doing is watching the internet, which I do a lot because of my work, right? Okay. And then, so what happens to, how do you do that? How do you do that conversion in the back end? And then what happens to those Tube coins?
We have a pot of Tube coins.
Yeah.
And this is a shared pool of tubes, and we are checking the order books on the different exchanges at the same time.
Yeah.
So when users are buying the stuff, when users are purchasing tubes with credit card or wire transfer or whatever, we check the pool. We check the liquidity pool, then we check the exchanges for the value, and we give you a price, how much it costs to buy these tubes. Yeah, that's the first thing. At the same time, when the user wants to convert his tubes to fiat, we go back to the same liquidity pool. We check again the exchanges, and we say, okay, when you want to cash out this amount of tubes, that's the amount which you would get for it in fiat, and we transfer this amount.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow. Okay. And the price is set by the different exchanges, or on CoinMarketCap, or?
We are working with the professional edition of CoinMarketCap's API to check everything.
Okay. Now, is this available to everybody in the world?
Right now, it's available for Europe. We got right now, some days ago, we got our US dollar and Gross Brazilian fund account. So for the Western civilization, it's definitely available right now. And we should get in the next 1-2 weeks our Japanese and English and Indonesian bank accounts, and then we are able to extend our services to there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's also one reason why we moved, by the way. Before we was sitting on Spain and Germany, and now the main company has moved to Estonia, and because it's a very crypto-friendly space, let's say.
Yeah.
And we got our wallet and exchange licenses for the company, and that's the reason why we are able to handle all these things. And I think that's very, very important. I mean, you cannot build a video platform just with cryptocurrency. I mean, the traders, by the end, they need fiat, so it must be very simple for everyone in this world to cash in and cash out directly without going to exchanges. I even don't know how to explain an exchange to my mother and not to my grandmother.
You go to a money shop. It's like an online money shop. What's an online money shop? Do you mean a bank? No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Saber.
Yeah. Oh, what's happened now?
I think you've got to call you because you're doing this on your iPhone. It's
Yes.
like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what was I going to say? So the tube. So I suppose I could not. This is not investment advice, but I could buy tube. And as there's more and more demand for tube, the value of the tube, it may go up.
Exactly.
And then so my one tube may be worth more in a few months' time than it is now, and then I can convert that to fiat. Okay, but not investment advice. Now,
Exactly.
how are the tube is a fork of Monero.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a privacy coin. Why did you choose a privacy coin?
Because we want to have both options integrated. So first of all, for example, in the extension, there are multiple steps. You need to verify, for example, in the first step, your mobile phone number. And in the second step, for there are KICs, depends on how much tubes you want to buy or to convert to fiat. So we try to get both from the best things from both worlds. So our products are all built on a non-privacy, let's say. Yeah. But when the user wants to have privacy, he can still grab his wallet from the GUI wallet for PC, Linux, whatever, and he can transfer whatever he wants to do, like with Monero. So we give them both options. It's just simple.
Okay.
That's the reason why we say also verified tubes and unverified tubes. So verified tubes are tubes which you have purchased over our fiat gateway, and you can simply cash them out without any troubles. But for example, when you are transferring, 2 million tubes with an unknown source to us, and you transfer them to your wallet and you want to convert them to tubes to cash them out again, the system will tell you, I'm sorry, we doesn't know about this. The law doesn't allow us to convert them directly without that we know from where they arrive.
Right, okay, very good. And then is mining, why are they mining? What's the block reward?
Yes, the miner, it's a proof of work algorithm. It is a custom proof of work algorithm. It is called CN Saber, which is it's a heavy variant of mining. And right now, more than 1,000 miners are mining the coin. The block reward is split in 45% for the miners. 10% is going to the development team or to the company that we are able to build all these things, and the rest is going directly to airtime. And right now the block reward is 400. It's around 412 tubes each 2 minutes, and yeah, the miners are mining it. It's a regular proof of work algorithm. In the future, we are changing it. We are working right now on a special proof of stake algorithm, but it's not a classic proof of stake algorithm because it's tied to the airtime. So it's not like that you are let's say you get 100k tubes and then you stake them in your wallet and ta-da, you get some interest for it. Not this time. It's bind to airtime. So this means you stake your coins, but you need to have engagement and activity to get interest.
Right.
So we expect we see a security problem here, even on proof of stake by himself. Or let me explain it in that way. After our research with all the different algorithms inside of the crypto space, we found out, or we believe that it's in that case that whatever algorithm you take, proof of work, proof of stake, proof of capacity, whatever, with enough resources, none of them is secure. So none of them each of them can be, the control can be took over. Yeah, I mean, sure, BTC has a massive hash rate, but when governments put some milliards in, they can mine it also, and so it's still not decentralized enough for us. And whatever resource you would use, like for mining, for ASICs, for GPU, or even for stack, with enough money you can take over everything. The only thing which I cannot extend, and between you and me, it doesn't matter who we are, we cannot extend our time. So you and me, we have maximum 24 hours, and we cannot extend 1 second more or less of it. And that's for me the only unique resource which is not, it cannot be taken over. It's my decision. And even when we talk about the click farm, let's say you have 100k employers, and you tell them, okay, you need to do this to get more airtime. The thing is very simple. When I'm using by myself airtime, I'm getting 100% of the tubes. And when I would do this for a click farm, I just would maybe get the half of it. There's no reason to do this.
Yeah.
And time is the only thing which is a limited resource, and I cannot buy more of it.
No, I cannot take your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could waste your time.
That's another story.
That's another story, that's right. But I can't take it. I can't spend it. I can only waste your time, right?
So what we are trying to build is a proof of stake airtime system, which could be ready hopefully by end of the year or earlier. We don't know. It's everything is new also for us. We need to solve problems which we maybe even doesn't know yet. Who knows? But yeah, we are trying to go in that direction, which will solve a lot of problems, because also wasting of energy and all these things can be solved in that way. And
sure,
interesting.
Sure, okay. And just on the security, you may want to have a look at Veriscoin, VRSC.
Yes.
And I can tell you about that later. It uses Komodo's delayed proof of work.
Yes.
You know that?
Yes, I'm in touch with the developers of Komodo. They are doing an amazing work. There are some others too, to protect the chain, but like I say, we are going in another direction.
Sure. And Veriscoin is, as well as delayed proof of work, it's a hybrid proof of work and proof of stake coin as well. It's quite something. Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah.
All right, little plug there. I'm a bit of a Komodo fan. All right, so one thing I got to acknowledge, there seems to be a lot of development going on.
Yeah.
And the community will grow, because people will find out about Tube from this video, and then they'll go and tell their friends and stuff. Because also, I've registered. I registered yesterday. I've got a referral link. I'm going to tell my friends, because then they go on the internet, they'll earn Tube.
Yeah.
Right. And then they'll get a referral link, and they'll get Tube for referring people, and so it goes on. So it'll spread that way. That's good. And I'll have the links in the description below for people to join the Telegram group and get involved in the conversation and keep updated. I want to know when does the when's the next halving? How many Tube in circulation? When does it all end?
That's also interesting, because Bit.Tube, the Tube coin by himself, doesn't have any kind of halving. So it has a smooth emission. So I can explain you in that way. The emission the mission it's like that when we launched the mainnet, it was 460 tubes for each block, and right now we are on 412. So it decreases automatically after every block reward.
All right. Okay.
Yes, and the TubeCon by himself until the year 2023, 50% of all the supply will be mined, which is 500 million tubes. And then from 2023 up to 2050, then we will go to zero, basically.
Right. Okay. So it's a very, very smooth decline.
Yes, exactly. There is no halving, no breaks, nothing.
Okay. And why did you do it that way?
I think it's more comfortable because you can pre-calculate what will happen. So with a smooth emission curve, something interesting is happening, because at some point you will have more users than tubes coin generated per block, and this means at some point we will have an inverse. It can be 2019, it can be in the next 1, 2, 3 years. We don't know. It's based on our growth. And I think when this inverse is happening, that you're getting for your activity less than 1 tube a month, and hopefully the value growth at the same time. When this inverse is happening, then it's I think very interesting what will going on in space.
Oh yes. Yeah. It does. It's completely fascinating. All right. I'd like to move this on. Let's have a look at my Bit.Tube. This is Bit.Tube app.com. You see my screen there?
Yes, I see.
Yeah, I'm going to move you about a little bit. I don't know. Can you see yourself, Saber, or you just see my screen?
I just see your screen and your camera.
Okay. All right. Well, so I can see you. What people are going to see is your face and the screen, and I'm going to have to move you about because you're blocking bits of the screen, right? So this is Bit.Tube app.com. I registered yesterday. I had to use my mobile phone to verify myself that I'm not a bot.
Yes.
Although I could be a bot with its own phone account, right? So I registered, so I can earn tubes. So do you want to take me through bits of this, how this works, and in particular how people can get going?
We can stay directly here. It's a good place. So when you install the Bit.Tube extension, for example, for Chrome, by the way, it runs also for the Brave browser, and you install it, you go through the registration process, and basically you're done. That's it. Then you continue with your normal activities, which you do anyway, any day, and every 24 hours, the statistics of airtime, maybe you can open the extension.
Okay, we'll do that here. Oh, there's a little one there.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move you over here. Let's see, it's loading. Now, while that's loading, the slow internet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it shows you the stats of how much airtime has been calculated and how much rewards you get for it. Here it is.
Okay, here we go. Share my referral link.
Can you switch to the airtime tab?
Okay. Where do I do that?
Here? No, here. Yes, there. Perfect.
Convert my tubes. Change default currency. Okay. Available balance.
Yes.
So airtime. Oh.
So that's the statistic. So every 24 hours the stats gets an update, and we calculate how many minutes you was basically online, or our system detected that you are online, and how much you got credited for it. So as an example, for the 28th of 3, you got 2.1 tube as a reward from the airtime system for your activity, and at the same time, under below you have a donation system. So when you navigate to any website in this world, even when he doesn't know about this website, you're able to donate to this website. And how this works: every website you visit, we generate automatically for them a Bit.Tube wallet. I can tell you right now, we have probably more wallets generated than the whole crypto space together.
Because of all the websites that people visit.
Exactly. You can go just right now to any website in this world, yeah. And in the moment when you are going there, our system detects that, hey, this is an unknown website to us. We don't know them. And in the same system, we generate a wallet address for them, so you are able to donate to them. And this website is getting all the airtime, so they can claim it.
Wow.
That brings me to the point of the next step, which is called links.
Links,
so
yes.
Imagine your users are going to your website and visiting your page with the extension and everything. You doesn't know about it, but we inform you, for example, you're a website owner, we inform you that your page has get, 100 tubes as a donation. Then you as a website owner, you install the extension, you go there, and you verify, for example, your website or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube channel. When you did the verification process, then you get access to your wallet, which has already the airtime or the donated tubes inside.
Wow, okay. So somebody watching this could go to my Twitter, start following me on Twitter, and then donate tubes.
Yeah.
And then once I connect it to this account, then those will show up, in the same for any other
Exactly.
website that I've got, or I'm not on Facebook. I'm basically on Twitter and LinkedIn. And then the other one, okay, then the other one is, so for example, if I go to the BBC website, you create a wallet for BBC, but only if I'm the first one who went to the website.
Exactly.
So BBC, so they're only going to get one wallet, the BBC website. And the website, you mean not by the different pages, like if I can go deep into a website, into different pages. So it's one website, one wallet for the bbc.co.uk.
Exactly.
Somebody should tell the BBC, and also for the UK government, Theresa May.
And when you think about it, we built the first one-way donation system. I mean, any other donation system which I know, you need two participants to do a donation. So you need at first somebody and the guy or woman which want to donate something, and so both needs to have the application. But in that way, with Bit.Tube, I can donate to everyone, and he gets just an information that he got the donation. So
sure.
It's a one-way solution.
It's very good. Saber, can I ask you? Can you adjust your camera slightly, because that's it. We're seeing more of you now. Should have said that earlier. Okay, very good. All right, and now let's have a look at this ad block.
Yes.
So, I clicked on it twice. So talk to us about while that's loading.
Yes.
Oh, it's here.
The extension has an integrated ad blocker, because sure, we are trying to clean up the internet. We are trying to remove advertisement to the developers or owners of application or websites has a clear and better experience for their users.
Yes.
And I think it's an important part of it. Right now there are many ad blockers on the internet, but I think it's interesting because with Bit.Tube himself, it's the first time that I don't feel bad when I block ads. When I'm, for example, going to YouTube and I'm watching young creators, I don't like it to block the ads because I'm cutting in their income.
Yes.
But in that way, with Bit.Tube together, we say, okay, we cut out the ads for the user for a better experience, but at the same time, we reward the creator with airtime.
Right. So the creator gets the money, not the advertiser.
Exactly.
Very good. All right. So you cut out the middleman, and then one thing I want to show you is this website. This is jcecoin.com. I know very little about them. They're a UK registered post ICO project, and this is how the ad blocker worked, because I went into it. Now, what's interesting about them is, this is very superficial knowledge that I have about it, is it allows you to mine cryptocurrency through your browser, and it blocked this. So if I click on this, you showed me disable strict blocking for jcecoin.com, because I know it's a legitimate website. If I'm the first tube holder to go to their website, then it shall get a tube wallet if your system records that no other tube, and then I can get in touch with them and say, hey, listen, we got a collaboration going on.
When you open now the extension, you will see donation shows up an email address. We inform them directly that the
Right.
donation happened.
Right. Okay. That's
Let's say it's a nice deal. We need to generate more demand. We need to take off the tubes out of the circulation supply. So when you're activating the VPN, you get your VPN services, but at the same time, the airtime which you generate at the same time doesn't get rewarded to you anymore. It goes directly to us in that case, that we are able to run the VPN system.
right. Okay. So it's not like so I wouldn't necessarily earn any tube while I'm surfing. So it's a pay-as-you-go model?
Exactly.
Because I can turn the VPN on or off.
Correct.
Right, and there's the account. And what's the notify button?
The notify button is for us when we have, for example, some news or some new updates or maybe some important bug happened, whatever, then we are able from our administration console to send a notification to all extension users out, so they get the information directly from us.
Right. Okay. Very good. And then I can. This can also work. The extension works on my mobile, iOS, and.
Not yet. We are working right now, just working on desktop.
Yep.
PT. Mobile is coming. It's in development. We expect it during the summertime that we are releasing the first airtime module for iOS, for
Yep.
Safari, for Chrome, whatever. It will be an application, and for Android, it will be a Bit.Tube browser, similar like Brave, which will have all this functionality.
Right. Okay. Very good. And here's my Twitter, because I've seen this. Like, I go on somebody's. Let me see if I go on somebody else's page. Can I go Bit.Tube? Bit.Tube's Twitter. Can I donate tube to Bit.Tube?
Yeah, sure. But I think the page is still loading. That's the reason why you don't.
Right. Okay. But I could go there. I could go there. Right. Yeah. So I have seen it once I install the extension through the Google Play Store on Chrome. That it comes up donate tube on all sorts of websites, including on YouTube for other YouTubers and stuff.
Exactly. We inject in the famous platform. We inject the tube donation button. I mean, you can do a donation anytime with the extension, just clicking it. But to make it more user friendly, we inject buttons in the famous platforms like Facebook, SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube. And we're extending our portfolio. So on the roadmap right now are Reddit, GitHub, Medium, and step by step we're adding all these platforms. So it's daily business.
Wow. Okay. And then I can see here, so by installing the extension, doing my phone number, I got my own affiliate link, which I'll have in the form of a Bitly link in the description below. And then if anybody clicks on it, I will get 5 tubes, and then they get their own wallet, get their own referral code, and they earn 5 tubes as they spread it on, and it grows virally that way. The sense that I have, Saber, is there's so much going on here, right? Because the internet, there's so much going on the internet, right? There is so much going on the internet, and it seems like there's so much going on with Bit.Tube.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to let us know?
Yeah, the most interesting part, which we pushed to the latest version. We are just waiting for the review of Google to release it. It's the airtime module. Right now, the monetization system works in that way that the user needs to have the extension. Yeah. So let's say you have your website and you have, let's imagine in a month, 1 million users. But from this 1 million users, maybe, let's say, 1,000 users have the extension installed, and you get your airtime, right? So what I'm doing with the other users, the 9,000 users, yeah?
Yeah.
And here comes the airtime module in place. You, as the owner of the platform, have the possibility to install the airtime module directly to your website. This means when you do that, then you earn from all your visitors, and not only from the visitors which has the extension installed. So we are bringing airtime directly to your pages for all your guest visitors, which doesn't have the extension installed.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's
the monetization layer.
Yeah. Oh my God. So let me get this right. So I've got 1 million viewers on my website. 1,000 of them have 2 wallets, and they get rewarded in airtime, and then they can pay me in airtime, donate. Then the rest don't have, but with the module, I will get rewarded for the time they spend on my website?
Correct. Exactly that.
That's mind-boggling.
It's a revolution. With the community node, our Bit.Tube community node, it's just crazy what's there. And it's coming now, so I promise you next week you are able to implement it wherever you want. And that's how you reach mass adoption, because passively every user will be a Bit.Tube client.
Wow, okay. Yeah, and then it's in my interest to let people know to use Bit.Tube.
Exactly.
Because then they'll learn as well.
Correct.
Okay, and will it work on a YouTube? On my YouTube page, the module?
It's coming. We are working on many things, but the airtime module is necessary. It only works when you are the owner of the website, of the platform, so you are able to inject this this module. But for YouTube, since YouTube, I suppose they will not implement airtime in their platform, we are forced that our users are installing the extension, which is, again, I suggested also to our users, to our community, inform your users that this exists.
Sure.
You will be, or the creators will be independent from the decisions from these platforms. Twitch is a good example. We had a tweet about it some days ago. From one day to the next day, they removed any kind of payment with Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash from the Twitch platform, and that's it. They just simply doesn't accept it anymore. And here comes the case with the Bit.Tube extension again. With the extension, when your users knows about it, you're independent from their decisions.
Yes.
It's not their decision anymore if you want to accept crypto or not. It's the user's decision or the creator's decision.
Great, very good, very good. Okay, all right, that's amazing. Saber, is there anything else?
Thank you for everything.
Isn't this
team and to the community, and also to my wife, which I don't know how she's dealing with all that I'm working 24 hours.
Yeah, you're blockchain widow. There are many of them. Many blockchain widows, crypto widows. Okay. Listen, thank you so much. I've been blown away. It's mind-boggling. And just so you know, I haven't said this to you before, but you are coming back.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to write it into the smart contract for Bit.Tube. Right.
Fine.
Yeah. To find out about developments and keep updated. And for the people who are watching, all the links in the description below. I mean, have you been using Tube? Would you use Tube? Go install the extension. Doesn't cost you anything, and you can earn free crypto just for doing what you're doing already. And please use my referral link. If you have any questions, comments, put them in the description below. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with Tube profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Saber signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.